No, I loved him in the preseason. We couldn't keep above our total that we're already contracted because of the position where we were. So coming into into training camp, we had a pretty good idea that we were going to keep the 14 guys that were already on contract and probably not going to be able to keep anybody else. But he impressed us every day in training camp. If you remember, we kept him as long as we possibly could, and then when he was done, it was the last time I talked to him, I just said, keep doing what you're doing because you made a huge impact on all of us. And again, it goes back to not only what he does on the court, just the way he acts. He's a great team guy, and he's a very good defender. And so we're going to need a versatile defender on the wing, especially with limited numbers. Oh yeah, sure. Yeah. Reggie, I'm sure I had a Reggie Miller jersey. I don't know, I can't remember wearing a Reggie Miller jersey, but I'm sure I had Pacers gear, and my son has a Reggie Miller jersey, which now, he won't even wear it, won't even think about wearing it. Try to tell him it's okay in the summer to throw it on occasionally, but he's so Celtics geared out right now, and he's pretty bought into the whole thing, which is good.
Can you remember wanting to be Reggie?
Oh yeah, any kid growing up in that state. You grew up. So when I was a kid, growing up, going up through the '80s, and IU going to 2 national championships and winning them, and Purdue being as good as they were, and just down the landscape of high school and college basketball, and then Reggie enters the picture in the late '80s, and he just that whole '90s run was unbelievable that they had, and so yeah, everybody growing up there, had a Reggie Miller shirt or a Pacer shirt, but we all loved Reggie Miller. There's no question about that. One of the best teams in the league, if not the best. So I guess the most difficult aspect there's multiple aspects. And I think you go into every game. Every team in this league has strengths at something, but the teams that have them everywhere are the contenders, and these guys are one of the contenders. They've got 2 All-Stars, Hibbert and George. I voted for the third one to be an All-Star, Stevenson. Here's what Turner, in my opinion, Turner gives them a guy with moxie that can score the ball off the bench if things aren't going well. So, let's say George gets in foul trouble or Lance Stevenson doesn't have it going that night, whatever the case may be. Somebody gets the flu in the middle of a playoff series. Evan Turner is, as good as anybody on a given night. And so, that's a great guy to have backing up Stevenson and George especially.